Hello, you're about to have some quality time at the Qden.
This is a podcast where we dive into random topics each week.
And we let the conversations take us to wherever it flows.
As per usual, there will be a pre show for the first few minutes before the actual episode starts.
So get some snacks and refreshments before it does.
Sit back and relax as you listen. What the hell? What? I jumbled them around. No.
It's the same meaning. Don't worry about it. It's just the first one. It's the first thing that we're gonna do, like a serialized intro.
Well, it's not.
Ah.
It's not like it's recorded or anything. It's a stream.
It's not recording or anything. It's hey, fucking dog,
Fucking dog.
stupid dog. You make me look bad. Oh,
Are you
Oh my
enough?
gosh.
Are you
Mhm.
live the right now?
Yes, we are.
It does not
We are now.
reflect. Oh, it reflects. It reflects. Yes, we are live.
We are live.
Yes, we are live.
I find the music that we are going to play. Where did I put the
Mhm.
music?
Ah.
Did I put
Where
it in the downloads?
music.
There we go. Ep it.
You put the music up na.
Hmm.
Cock.
Cock. Where
Can
did
you
they
put it inside
cock?
the,
Hmm?
can you
Inside,
put it
okay.
inside the TV? Inside the TV.
There we go.
Man. Cock. Okay.
I'm gonna set up the alerts.
Okay. Do whatever you want. You can even like put on your pants or something. Baka trip mo lang naman na magsuot ng pantalon mo this time. Ah. I wonder what Lily is doing right now.
I'm back.
Hey.
I
Oh.
heard my name.
Oh. Golat.
You guys like said my name and I'm like, what? Hello?
Hello,
Man,
Lily.
I think the music is too loud.
Hello.
Probably. I haven't been hearing the music yet. Parang mas malakas nga yung music kaysa sa
It was.
voice natin.
No, it's just.
Why don't you
I lowered
Yeah.
it. I lowered
why
it.
don't you why don't you turn it down a little bit, dude?
Turn it down a little bit.
Dude.
Oh gosh. Oops. The thing is like that doesn't react to my voice meter.
Mm-hmm.
So when I lower it from my voice meter, it doesn't reflect on the OBS.
Oh. Hey, are you guys like podcasting right now? Like, started?
Yes.
No,
and,
Lily,
like,
we are having online SOP live in
what's
Qden
SOP?
PH.
SOP?
What? What?
Huh?
What?
SOP.
Huh?
You've never had SOP?
No,
What's-
what's that?
What is it?
Ah.
Online
Oh.
SOP.
What? Wait lang.
What?
Standard operating procedure.
No. That's not it.
Oh.
That's not it. SOP is much
Not
more
it?
complicated than that. It's much more complicated than that.
It's much more complicated. I see. What is
Yeah.
it?
Okay,
Tell
so
me this.
when you're
When you're?
when two people love each other very much before
Uh-huh.
they get married, they want to do something, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Uh-huh.
but they know that they can't do it because they're not together as of this moment, but they do have cell phones, so they proceed to like do it
Uh-huh.
over the phone. That's what they call
Oh,
SOP.
okay, alright. I
Ah.
get what you mean.
Okay.
Alright. I see where this is going.
Is it just
Yeah.
called like? It's not just like two words.
Well, people like to use three letters instead
Okay.
in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they like to call it the three letters lang instead of the two words. Yeah, yeah. Ay, Pileo. what is what is those two words in Tagalog?
Which one?
Rix, you know
Oh,
what I'm talking about, diba?
mm, two words in Tagalog. Am I Tagalog the first word?
Ano nga ba what's
Talaga.
Lily, what's
Tagalog,
a
no.
Tagalog translation for phone?
Phone?
Telepono.
Phone. Telepono.
Telepono, yeah.
Kantutang pang telepono.
Pero, pero, pag ano kasi, pag sinabi mong telepono, yung telephone nasa isip ko.
Mm.
So, other word of
Online
cell phone.
chupahan. Ano ba?
Yeah, there's no other cell phone talaga siya.
Online bardagulan.
Yeah,
Somebody just told me
basically,
somebody just told me it's
telepono.
kanto telepono. Kanto
Yeah,
telepono.
telepono. I googled it. It's phone and then it's translated into telepono.
No, kasi
Telepono.
when you're gonna create a new word or like a phrase, you're gonna derive it from
Uh-huh.
something, diba? You can make it
Yes.
smoothly transition. Like,
Mm-hmm.
kunyari, this derived from the word this, you. So, sabihin natin, jugs-jugan ng telepono, paano mo yan mapapagsama?
Inang jugs-jugan.
Oh.
Tele-jugs-jugan, ganon. Tele gamitin natin. Diba?
Okay.
Jugs-jugan. I can't
What the heck?
get my mind off of that.
if you look at the prefix na tele, it always means
Uh-huh.
to or at a distance.
Sabagay.
Diba?
Oo.
Kaya may television, no,
Okay.
you're watching it from a distance. Diba?
You're
You're not watching
watching
a
it
live,
through
you're not watching a show right in front of you. You're watching it
uh-huh.
through the
From a
television.
distance,
Uh,
yeah. From
there's a
television.
telephone.
Imagine if like yung sinasabi niyo ngayon, like yung through phone, the thing. Imagine if someone actually like USB or like nakasaksak sa phone nila just to make it bigger in the screen. Like, wow, what the heck?
What the? Hindi ko ma-imagine eh.
That's a big brain right now. I'm not gonna.
Yung phone na sa TV.
269 IQ.
Yung phone na sa TV, ano yun?
Phone na sa TV.
No, I mean like, parang monitor. Naka-monitor yung sa phone sa TV.
I mean, you can mirror stuff on the television. Kasi
Huh?
yung mga smart TV din ngayon, no? You can mirror shit.
Yep.
Or if you have like an HDMI converter to your phone,
Yeah.
that works.
Lily, Char
Yes?
says, nasa comments, sabi niya, you're so adorable.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're adorable too. I don't know what else to reply. She just said I'm adorable, so I would kind of like, you're adorable as well. If you're saying I'm adorable.
Yes naman. Char is here to give you the compliment that you deserve, Lily.
Hello. Thank you. I shall give you the compliment too.
Apparently she's not here though. Pero tinatawanan ko na lang ngayon sa comments.
Oh, she is.
Oh yeah, Dad. I'll let you handle the interactions most of the things now. Most of the time now, because like I can't handle. I mean, kasi I'm gonna have a monitor once I move into my new room.
Yay!
So I have more workspace, but right now, nah.
You work.
All right. Sige lang. Actually, to be honest, that's what I've been doing usually. Diba? Like, I've been looking through the comments minsan and then giving everybody the the interaction they need, and you're just there to like make salo if ever na you want to say something of your own.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
It's actually great. There's like a helping hand.
I
Okay,
have
alam mo,
a
yeah. You have
I
a
have a I have an idea. What if you move yung cock dun sa be optimistic pero you block out the optimistic?
Oh yeah,
peacock.
yeah, like instead of like moving up. That's
Eh,
actually
and
nice idea too.
dagdagan mo
Because
ng
it's like
opacity.
because it's really obvious.
Hold up.
Because
para
Make it
para iba
opaque.
naman yung placement.
oh, by the way, for those people who are listening right now, I am just here for the pre-show.
Ay, sabi ni Char, be cocktimistic daw.
Oh yeah.
Be cocktimistic. Para like
Cock stick.
make the cock short para be
How about
cocktimistic.
cock stick?
Cockstick.
Yeah.
Cocktimistic sounds really good though.
Kasi tatanggalin ko lang yung up eh. So tingnan mo lang wala ng space. We have to settle on cock stick.
Be cockstick. Di mo kayang
Cause I know that you're cock stick.
cockstick.
Wait, let me just search if that's a word. Imagine if that's actually a word.
I don't think
Cock stick.
so. Cockstick.
Cock stick
Well,
is an urban
Peacock.
dictionary. Oh shit, it's a YouTube channel.
It's a word. It's a word.
It's a word in a YouTube channel.
It's a word. You want me
Cock
to,
stick. Noun or a verb. It refers to an individual who is rude or inconsiderate at the expense of others, often without regard.
well, it looks like we're just using a rational word. That the word of the day is cock, but it right now it's read as be cockstick. So right, I guess it could be like an inside joke in the making. Like maybe somebody's like hogging a lot of the time, and hey, let me talk. Let me cockstick.
Cock stick.
Yes, yes.
Nice cock stick.
Like, oh, nice.
Ooh, I blended
cock
it.
stick.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I wanna see it on the stream para makita ko kung paano siya nag-reflect. I wanna
Oh, yeah, I saw it, and it's actually
ano.
it's like white.
Right now, I turned it to a bit of gray. It's not a perfect
Oh, there
shade of
you
gray.
go, there you go. It's like there, but it's very understandable.
No, I don't have an eyedropper.
Be
Oh wait,
cockstick.
actually,
Meron?
there we go. There we go.
Okay. Let me check this out. I wanna see for myself what this looks like.
Literally checking every moment each 10 seconds.
Yun! Yeah, it blended in.
Yeah, it did blend it in.
Blended in. Alright, everybody. It is cock as the word of the day.
For today.
So-
Cock.
Don't forget to be cockstick.
Only here at Quality Time with a Cuden, where we bring to you the best words for the days.
The very best.
Are we now in an educational channel? I mean, page.
Hi.
Those shadows.
Ah.
What do you do when you encounter that?
Oh, we have actually. We have.
Oh, really?
Oh, I have a story. Let's make a long pre-show. What the fuck not? I have a story. There was a cat known as a black mamba. It was a wild
Oh,
cat.
really?
Cause like it got that name because it ate like three chickens. Ng isang neighbor namin, ng isang bahay dito. Napatay yung niya, yung mga manok niya. Because of that one cat.
Is Black
The pussy ate the
Black
cock.
Mamba like?
Oh, what?
Oh my god! It ate a cock.
Are you trolling or it's
No,
like
no,
legit that it's story?
Yeah, it is a story. There was a cat. No,
Damn!
that was a cat.
What
Did
is
you
it?
like
What like struggle ba
go
siya?
on?
Aren't those like big cocks though?
Yeah. It was a powerful male. Ang cat niya.
Wait. Okay, I have
Powerful?
a. Okay, I just had an idea. I just had an idea.
Uh-huh.
Can you do something para makover mo yung tick? Para peacocks na lang.
Fine.
Is there like other text like
Oh my gosh.
that's like almost similar? I'm sorry, I'm literally saying stuff for you to do now. I'm like, nope.
Oops.
I
There you
just got it bigger. Just got it
go.
bigger.
Beacock.
Peacocks. Peacock.
Dude, we're gonna enter a point where it's just gonna be cock. Like you remove my sign. God damn it.
But it's like, but it's a nice idea that like putting the word there because it's like really obvious.
Well, it's not supposed to be obvious.
Well, like we're trying out new things right now.
Alright, yeah,
All
sure.
the time
Sure.
at the kid and
Yeah,
experimenting.
new things, experiments.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
down.
right now actually, I am craving for milk tea as we're
I'm
talking
craving
right
for cock.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're currently ordering food while we're talking. And like milk tea is always like around that order. Like, do you want to add milk tea or something?
I think I have enough money to order milk tea right now.
Said, let's be milk tea buddies right now. What will you be
Buddy.
ordering?
Probably I know winter melon. Maybe because I'm a basic bitch. I am a basic bitch.
See, I also picked winter melon the whole time. I just like changed the what do you call this thing? Boba. Sometimes I change it into something else whenever what's in my mind.
Guys,
Yes.
Nutella milk
Mhm.
tea. Nutella milk tea.
Nutella milk tea? There
Nut.
is? You
Meron.
You call it
what?
nut.
I've never tasted that.
Naughty.
Should should I try cheesecake milk tea?
Oh yes. Oh yes. What? Yeah, that's tasty. That's tasty. Try it.
Yeah. Like,
The yes part.
thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
yes. My God, Lily. Yes.
Yes. When I'm saying yes, I'm thinking of I'm remembering Jaina like saying yes.
I'm thinking about the most cancerous champion in League of Legends. Uy! Below 50 pesos to milk tea, and they're actually pretty good. Ooh. Ooh.
That's a good bait right.
Oo nga eh. Hmm. Kaso wala silang strawberry milk tea. Hmm. Uh, patulong ako sa
Mhm.
sa inyo at saka sa mga viewers natin right now. I'm kind of struggling into what kind of milk tea I'll be ordering. Should I get winter melon milk tea? Like that's what I usually order. Or should I order coffee jelly milk tea? Or uh or Hokkaido milk tea? What do you guys think?
I don't know anything about milk
Hard to
teas.
think. Can you like repeat what you said again? Because I only heard like coffee jelly milk tea and then the last one.
Mm. I have winter melon milk tea, uh,
You know?
hazel ha- hazelnut milk tea, and
Huh?
coffee jelly milk tea.
Hmm. Jelly
Coffee jelly. I've
or
had coffee for the past
winter?
few
I don't
days.
know. Like literally what you guys think.
I think of Rick's.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
dude.
wholesome. Wholesome right there.
Hmm. Okay, so one person said hazelnut. Should I go for hazelnut?
Yeah, go for hazelnut. Hazel, I think hazelnut is like rarely bought. I mean, from other people, not like I'm pretty sure there's some people who always buy hazelnut.
Mhm.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
thank you, Wendy Rose David, or David, I don't know, for sharing the stream right now. Very, very appreciated. Napakabait niyang tao na. No, Rick?
Hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is she named David? Isn't that a guy's name?
Holy. It's a holy name. Like from a
Ah.
Bible. Oh. I like how
Oh.
I'm saying like it's a holy name from a Bible and like look at the title pre-show.
Alright. I think we had enough of this. It's already been 20 minutes.
I've had.
And shall we
I
jump
think
into
you guys
it,
had
bro?
enough talk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
guys. Enjoy your podcast. I might eat out.
All right.
Alright.
Alright.
Hmm.
I'm going to remove the tag. There we go. Alright, so hello guys, welcome to Quality Time at the Qden. It's me, Rix, and with me is my lovely co-podcaster host, co-host, Dad Femina. Say hi, Brody.
Hello, Rick. Hey,
Hey,
man.
Brody.
How are you doing?
I'm gonna
I
try
am
to
doing
reset.
well.
Mhm.
As of right now, actually, I have been doing fairly well. These past few days have been pretty busy on my end. I've
It
been
has.
doing, yeah, I've been doing a lot of passion projects these past few days. I just finished shotcasting a Valorant tournament, and uh, the Valorant tournament was a really huge success that I might actually consider doing more shotcasting for Valorant tournaments in the future. But what about you, Rix? Like how have you been doing? Like, I know it's been a
Man,
while.
like, season 11 in League of Legends just started. So, I mean, the first week I was like really grinding. And then, so, like, the past week was my dad came home, so I gotta adjust my routine and like whenever I'm gonna use my internet usage, because there was an upcoming tournament which was this yesterday actually. But sadly, we didn't get to practice as much, and I didn't get to practice on myself that much because I was adjusting to something.
Mm.
Oh, it was kind of hectic, but other stressors, ACAD stuff, and getting by. And right now, I'm just trying to reset. Oh, I was looking forward to this day, which helped me get through the week. And I'm just trying to reset my mental state because like I'm tired of League. I just want to play for fun. No more competitive stuff for now.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah.
that's my status.
You know, something that I always do when I get burnt out by the competitive scene of League of Legends, like I try to reset my mental, like maybe stepping out of video gaming for a couple of days, or probably just playing a different game in general, like maybe not as competitive and more chill. Like just kanina, I tried out playing Just Cause 4. I had it in my Epic Games library for a while now, and I haven't touched it. And I just installed it, and so far, I'm not enjoying the mechanics. I'm gonna be uninstalling that game. eh, parang gusto ko ring itry yung nakatambak na Hitman 2 sa Steam library ko. So I might be downloading that later. But ikaw, baka meron ka nakatambak na hindi mo pa na-pick up, might be a good way to start with that.
I mean, as yung mga games like sa PS4, I'd continue playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. but like it's not convenient for me to play since I want to be on my laptop and on my PS4 at the same time para ay mag-Discord sige sa laptop na lang. And then habang nag-play yung Final Fantasy, ayun, may kausap ako. Pero di ka magawa. So siguro in the next 2 weeks, I don't know, whenever we move in, doon ko na magagawa kasi I can have the PS4 with me. And then I could play dito. Kasi I really love Final Fantasy. I have Final Fantasy 8 remastered. So I could play that whenever I would. Kasi I just gotta grind there for now since nag-start over ako. Remastered eh. Ayun. Pero inis ko I'd waste a lot of time there. I just finished I just caught up to Black Clover. So I just caught up there. So like, okay, what anime next should I binge? I'm looking for an anime to binge. Or actually, yeah, thank you for giving me a thought of like, yeah, I should go back to Final Fantasy
8. You should. I've never actually played the Final Fantasy game, so I would really I would really love a recommendation right now. So I don't know where to start there.
7 talaga yung OG. It's available on Steam, so whenever there's a sale, get it. In terms of like just normal turn-based game. Kasi Final Fantasy 8, you might not like it since it has its own system in fighting. It's called the junction system, and it's not a thing that everybody likes. Final Fantasy 10, that's good. It's a parter. I think people say it's as bad story. I'm not really sure. Final Fantasy 10, good for sure. Yung mga turn-based. And my personal favorite is Final Fantasy 13. Yeah.
13. Cool. I might actually check that out. Kasi I've been seeing that over the years Final Fantasy has been evolving into different genres of games. Parang before it yung classic na Final Fantasy, it was like a turn-based game. And then naging sort of adventure game na siya. And
naging sort of RTS. Adventure talaga siya. Kasi parang dun sa Final Fantasy 12, I think it was, where it kind of like RTS wherein you're gonna move your characters freely. Tapos when we're gonna make actions, mag-pause yung game, and then i-sequence mo yung actions. And nag-iba din sa Final Fantasy 12. And then yung 13, nag-iba rin ng onte, where turn-based pa rin siya. Pero yung mga positioning ng characters mo, hindi mo masyado magalaw or whatever. Iba-iba yung position nila. And then yung 15, naging hack and slash siya. Which naging, parang hindi ko na-transit din sa 7 remake. Wherein hack and slash pero may tawag dito, not as spammy. I haven't played that much pa.
All right. Well, I would like to ask you though, what is this episode all about?
All right. Oh yeah. Oh, you're wondering why it's called this podcast itself. I mean, if you read the post yesterday, we're gonna dive into like this actual podcast on like how we make these, or like whatever else we're doing. Kasi this is our passion. Like why are we making this, and how we're gonna make it grow, and what else about this, right? This episode idea came about, I think it was like Thursday morning or Thursday night, wherein it was like around 3 a.m. in the morning. I listened to a podcast called it Start With This, and in that podcast they talk about like yung mga creative processes, or like yung mga different artists that everyone can relate to, like being a musician, a writer, or a podcaster, or whatever. Even kahit yung mga illustrators or animators. Kasi in that, it got me. I was supposed to sleep, but it kept me awake, so it got my mind thinking, and I wrote down some notes. Like within those notes, actually, Actually, I'm gonna read those notes out loud
Go
because
ahead.
I think what I told myself in this is that I gotta read this as the episode starts. All right. Okay, dude. I have an idea. This is me at almost 3 a.m. exactly 2:54 a.m. starting to write this down. So I was listening to a podcast called Start With This. It is a podcast for writers, podcasters, musicians, or any artist. There's a teaser trailer of it, so if you'd like me to play it for you, I will. But the podcast hosts are the creators of my favorite podcast, which is called Welcome to Night Vale. All right, I was listening to the podcast. It got me thinking on my creative process for this podcast, and I thought that our previous episodes were shit. Or at least, my performance was. Especially on that last episode, I gave up on my thinking and relied on like what I prepared. Like my prepared thought, what my prepared thoughts were. So I thought of this process where if I think of something, I'm going to write it all down word per word because I write as if I were to speak. So there's always a form in it. It may be like a script, what I'm doing right now, but I talk in my head, and it's always different when I forget what I was talking about, in my head. So I hope I would get to say this on a spontaneous episode, but I do think it would be great, especially for this podcast to grow. Ito yung ginagawa ko, no? Alright. So, let's focus on the creative process for our podcast. Dude, Dad, Femina, I love you for your work and how you could keep going and remember what we talked about or what we settled on, how the format will be of our podcast. I did get some inferiority vibes from myself, and I only now did think that I should seek what my best process would be to advance as a podcaster. I relied on being spontaneous when I talk, or rather practice to speak as I think. But it's kind of hard. It's really hard. I like to gather my thoughts and rehash them over and over, or I could do what I'm doing right now, which is writing them down. I'm gonna read on this back, so I hope this would be a great segment of me talking. Good luck on furthering the episode. Hey, thank you. Thank you, past me. I hope I get to do what I think. P.S. I had some other thoughts earlier, but I'll get back to them after I think of them again. Oh yeah, I think I just need some moments where I blankly stare at shit, like a ceiling or a wall, or when I'm resting to get my head on interesting shit to talk about. So that is why I thought about writing shit down whenever I get the thought. Yung di lang nasa messenger na sinesend ko yung mga ideas ko. So like I have my own personal notes. Ayun.
Those are a lot of thoughts you put up
So
around 3 a.m.
basically, yeah. I think what I wrote down was how to structure this episode. Okay, nagawa na nga natin no, sa ginawa nating outline. So, guys, I had that Femina listen to the podcast I mentioned, which is Welcome to Night Vale. It is a podcast that imitates a radio show in a town where all the conspiracy theories actually exist or actually happen. It is a weird podcast. If you get to listen, you're gonna listen to like 20, 30 episodes, and like you're just gonna listen through them. You're not even getting anything. But although it's really good to enjoy listening to, because you'll get some weird moments, like eerie ones, or maybe just stupidly weird ones. Because sometimes that podcast is just stuff that the creators just wrote down and made it into a segment in that radio show, or fictional radio show actually. So what do you think about that podcast, Dad?
Well, I took some time. I was there when I was listening with you. When we were listening to that podcast, and I was really curious pa lang nung narinig ko yung title about the podcast. It was Welcome to Night Vale. And you wouldn't hear parang dun pa lang sa title I was kind of hooked into it being something unorthodox. It's not gonna be just a bunch of people laying out a lot of stuff na usual mo maririnig sa podcast, right? It's actually a podcast where and it's really unique kasi may plot siya eh. It has a story. It's showing some sort of some sort of world, a fictional world where it has its own personality with the bunch of content that they've been putting out, like yung radio show and the different songs, like yung song na yun, weather report pala siya for that day, or may mga testimonies din akong naririnig, a bunch of other weird stuff in that fictional world. And it's like I can't put my finger on it, but it's just so unique, and it's so weird to the point that it's actually pretty addicting as you get into it. Like it's like that kind of hole we're in. You'd want to keep falling into it, and it's just gonna get deeper and deeper. You know?
Am I gonna convert you?
Medyo like it kind of feels like a religion at this point, but alam mo yung parang it even gained this huge following as I researched about it. A bunch of people have been listening to it. It's been
it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years.
Oh yeah, it's been 8 years since it first started, with a lot of them, like with a lot of episodes now, around mga 200, about 300. Ano ba?
180.
180, diba? And that's like the amount of the amount of creativity, dedication, and parang alam mo, parang they had to start from scratch with everything that they'd done with that podcast, and it turned out to be so uniquely done, and sobrang structured din yan. It's really clean, very they had this vision. They wanted to finish it the way they wanted to, and now that it's here, 100 episodes in, it makes sense why it has so many people listening to it, because Welcome to Night Vale is it's really good, man. It's really nice. I really love listening to it.
Kasi here's the thing. Once you get into the Welcome to Night Vale, there'll be like a good event, no? Like a happenings talaga. And a bunch of characters will collide na like naging major news and that happened, maybe a murder or like the town being destroyed, and yung nagiging mga conflict. And the thing is, when this podcast started, there was no start. Like it was just a bunch of random stuff that the creators or the writer just wrote down. Like it was just a bunch of paragraphs where when we listened to Start With This, which is their first episode called Ideas to Executions. It was like Start With This, or that episode, he mentioned that there was no start of the podcast and of Welcome to Night Vale. It was just a random paragraphs that he wrote down. And yung maganda kasi doon, it just, parang naging compiled na lang siya until nagkaroon na ng sariling story. Imagine a cartoon, right? Imagine a cartoon where it's just a random bunch of episodes until, like, let's say on the second season, bigla na nagkaroon ng storya. Bigla na mayroon ng na mga past stuff na nakita mo, elements pala siya for this plot. Think Adventure Time. Siguro naman I'm talking to a generation who watched Adventure Time. And it's like early season 1, 2, 3. Wala siyang story. Until like mga season 4, 5, wherein in that episode where they watch a bunch of videotapes where it was actually Ice King and he had a backstory. Binigyan nila ng backstory ang isang character na I just thought is just a random recurring villain, but actually he's not a villain. He's just a madman that lived for so long and forgot who he is. But because of these remnants of the past and people who knew him back then, his story progressed. Yung ganon. Alright, so the reason why we listened to that, no, ba't ko siya pinakinig si Dad Femina is because yung this podcast, our quality time with the Qden, I want this to grow. I don't want this to be just a one-off thing or like something at the side na ala lang, gawin lang pa rin natin. Yung parang nagiging stale para sa akin. I'm just pumping out ideas left and right. Pero good thing na when I listened to that podcast, it reminded me on why we were doing it. Or like how tama lang na ginagawa natin na paulit-ulit, no? As we keep pumping out ideas, yung optimism natin dito na pupunta, yung energy natin, yung time, gradually it will become better. But our works, hindi naman sila na it's gonna be better than the last one. It might be worse, it might be better, it might be perfect, it might be the worst. But that was also mentioned in a podcast where kasi as I mentioned like before, na this podcast quality time with the Qden is gonna grow, and I would love to see this grow along, not just us, no, na kami gumagawa ng podcast episodes, but yung mga listeners din. I wanna see what people would like or what people would enjoy, and especially yung I just wanna see how to have good time with people, to the different guests we're gonna have in the future, to the maybe even a new host, diba? Potentially Dad, we almost had a new host.
We did actually. Around the time na magkakaroon ka ng break, I was panicking to find a new host sana instead of like a lot of different guests. Kasi it's kind of hard then to fill your shoes because you deliver that kind of wholesome vibes and chill vibes with this podcast, diba? And that's what we're trying to put out. Buti na lang at naisip na lang namin na maglabas ng different guests because it really is hard to fill in your shoes. Kaya tinatanggap na lang natin na there will bound to be changes as things grow, and that also includes this podcast, diba?
Feeling ko talaga sa mga different guests that we're gonna have, doon tayo makikita ng ang great opportunities, or like when people get to have a break, especially mga different staffs natin. Gusto ko ma-invite yung mga staffs na yun dito sa Qden. Kasi really interesting people, and I just really look forward in hanging out with them a lot, or having these kinds of conversations.
Rix, nandito na yung milk tea ko. I'll just be back for a minute. Mabilis lang.
Go lang, bro.
Morning ko lang.
I'm gonna try to be solo, tapos and I'm gonna experience the pain of sige, go lang, bro. I'm just gonna talk to the audience. Alright, so I'm just gonna experience. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this podcast solo for a minute. I'm gonna ramble, but like the thing is, when you do these podcasts solo, parang di ko na kung sino ko usap ko. Heck, if I go to the Creator Studio in Facebook, there's 3 viewers. But I bet one of those is Dad Femina. So parang yung mga ito ay parang, shit, it's kind of demotivating na walang nakikinig. So should I even put more effort in it na wala na makikinig? I mean, it's a live show, sure. But it's also gonna be left upon this Facebook page. Kasi gusto ko rin to maging mapunta sa ibang platforms, or maybe Spotify. I don't know if it would grow. Kaso pag nalapunta doon, wala naman, I don't know how to market it, diba? It's hard to do it alone. Hey dude, I was just rambling on doing this shit alone.
You kind of had a bit of a taste nung nawala ako, getting the milk tea. How does it
Hindi
feel?
naman.
Nagkaroon ka
Pero,
ng flashback.
pag-isip,
Nagkaroon ka ng ng parang preview of you having a solo podcast. And how does it feel?
hey, I've done radio shows. And it was solo. Yun palang hard na mag-iisip ako ng kanta yung lalagay ko. Anong susunod na kanta. Fucking topic in mind. The fucking diction. All the formats.
Hirap na.
Oh.
Pero dito,
Yan, training.
usually you don't really focus on music. You really do have to focus on the content that you are going to be trying to put out, because usually in podcasts you have to talk about something every week, like ramblings without a direction is fine, because that's the natural flow of the topic. But it's nice to have a
Conversations,
structure
yeah.
like that. It's nice to have an outline to know where you want the conversation to go, if ever that you lose track of what you want to talk about. And it's really good nga na it's like this episode for us is like it could be a reevaluation of where or how we could keep doing this. It could be a good reflection episode then to how we've been doing so far, and maybe there are some things that we could change. There are some things that we could improve on. Syempre, bago pa lang din naman kasi tayo sa gantong creative process, but that is that is the struggle of being a content creator of this sort. Alam mo yun?
Yeah. So like, di ba, we just keep on making podcasts weekly where, get some listeners. I don't know how to do that. Like, get more listeners, get more audiences, gather following. I don't know how to do that. But like, when to get this to grow, I'm not sure if that's like the right thing to ask. So I feel like the podcast isn't gonna grow. The podcasters will grow. But the podcast itself will just have to blow up. Not blow up, like, destroyed into pieces. Yung, magiging popular, or at least makakarating sa iba't ibang tao. Like, iba't ibang tao makakinig. Like, I don't know, I wonder how now, kasi Now Open does it good with its first few episodes being being about sexual education. No, the different topics. And yung theme that's the hook, I believe. Kasi sa atin, Quality Time at the QN is a bunch of random stuff, right? And I feel like there will be episode ideas where it is a very good topic. Kasi yung mga podcast na influence sa akin, most notably is the official podcast, the Misfits podcast, and Welcome to Night Vale. Welcome to Night Vale is, kind of a niche. You just really have to listen to it and, you become a follower. Yung official podcast, it's yung hook kasi doon is yung podcasters themselves, where it's most notably si Charlie, or also known as Moist Critical, or Penguin Zero in YouTube. Parang siya yung dun part ng ng audience nang galing kay Charlie, yung mga subscribers. Pero yung mga iba, like, they're just solely looking for a podcast to listen to. Yun yung gusto kong mahanap. Feeling ko yung magiging hook natin, dito, based on yung Mrs. Podcast nga pala, yung podcasters themselves, which are a bunch of YouTubers, like Swagger Souls, Fitz, Toby and Tully, McCreamy, and Zuckles. I think alam mo si Zuckles. He's the Australian YouTuber. Yan. Yun yung parang...
ko, I listened to a few episodes of Misfits Podcast. Kanina, habang brown out kasi I was bored. But note nga pala, context sa mga viewers namin. Yung area where I'm living in, it had a 12-hour blackout from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And talagang kinonfirm ko kasi gising pa ako around 6 a.m. and they did indeed take out the electricity around that time. Eh, um, so I had nothing to do, but I had 8 gig of data. So my phone was on.
Wow,
I had
8
Spotify.
gig.
Diba? So ngayon, I listened to a few Misfits podcast episodes, like maybe a few minutes long. I didn't really commit to listen to it as a full. Podcasts, because listening to other people's podcasts, it's sort of like a secondary or maybe a tertiary, most likely. It's a tertiary time, way for me to kill time, talaga. But I have been considering making it like what I can be doing idly while I'm doing something else, something to listen to while my mind is off focusing on something. Kind of feels like yun yung nagiging purpose ng podcast, right? Eh,
Mhm.
napansin ko na you Misfits podcast, they're, ano, uh, they do it really naturally. And like, they're just
So
having like
natural.
really, really solid conversations on air. And parang yun na lang yung parang naging inspiration ko na gusto ko, ito yung ina-aspire ko na ganitong style ng
Diba?
podcast, yung gusto ko gawin. Diba? Yeah.
It's
It's,
the
ano,
yung parang belongingness, like you're with them, 'di ba? Like kunyari, you're cooking, right? Eh, makinig ka sa podcast, parang may kang kausap pero ayaw na makipag-usap. Maganda yung sa, okay, if you're that type of person who likes to talk with people but you're not the one who talks, and that's a podcast for you. This is podcast. I'm just gonna listen in, or maybe basically podcast in general. Diba? Kasi it's not a two-way conversation. It's a one-way conversation, which I can't do alone. But it's really great na merong co-host. Ito si Dad Femina na siya yung kausap ko. Kasi pagka I'm gonna talk to random people, if they like to listen, they'll listen. But most of the time, they'll just get bored kasi wala silang input. Eh dito, magkakanahan pa ako. And, oh yeah.
kasi, in my opinion,
Mhm.
it is really hard to have a podcast alone. It's really easy to have somebody to talk to you during that podcast because you can't wave around one idea for several hours unless you're actually really talented in painting it in different colors on your own. Pero having somebody to share that idea with and then mixing it up with their own ideas,
Yes.
it's really easy to flow that naturally. It's really it just becomes organic to the parang mas mahirap kausapin yung sarili mo pero mas madali yung may kausap ka, simply,
Mhm.
diba?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it went on a tangent with talking about how the other podcasts are. Pero what I was trying to get at was how our stuff will blow up, or could. No, not will. Hopeful thinking yung will. Or yung hoping na yung could, which is we'll have a very interesting topic, diba? Or like kasi yung magiging after dark na usapan, o kaya maybe major news, diba? Yung clickbait natin. Diba? But I'm not sure I'll give a good input kasi I just want casual stuff, no? And feeling ko yung magiging hook na lang natin is Qden itself. Since making the community grow much better. Actually, parang yun natin nakalimutan ko eh. Just helping Qden overall mag-grow.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Not for the sake na mag-grow,
parang,
na meron tayong more members. Yung, mas malaki lang community natin. More people to interact with. More people to have fun with. Man, I should ping
possibly more people to bring in quality time at the Qden as well. Malay mo.
Yeah, if you guys are just listening, make sure to join the server. Because when people are online, I don't chat much. I just go for the VCs because that's when I see they're actually active. And, madalas maganda yung usapan eh. Or, naalala ko, when I mentioned this before when Jai was just giving parang nanay talks or something. Yung nagbibigay siya ng advice. Yung parang napakakuya. Mama Jaina, yes. Mama Jaina.
Ay, akala ko Mama Jaina was gonna be in this episode actually.
Oh, it'll be in the outro because I recorded something.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
I prepared it.
I'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Gawin ko nga sa sa. Oh wait, you can't add everyone in the Lakes channel, man.
Apparently not. Pero
general chat.
You know na
I don't have the permission.
You don't. Meron yung restriction. You're just gonna have to ask permission from somebody na lang.
Hey, I'm trying to promote something here.
But ano ba gagawin mo dapat? Are you gonna make everybody come here?
Yeah. You may not come here in the VC, but you come here in the podcast. No? Be an audience if you're interested. Or, help spread
maybe,
it.
Maybe like we could ask the bot to have an alert dito sa Qden whenever we're live na. And that could be a good way to help spread then for other streamers in Qden.
Nga naman.
Yeah.
Would we go to Mao for that?
Let's ask Jaina muna if it's possible.
Okay.
Kasi mali mo, kung G naman si Maho, baka hindi G yung owner, di ba? Owner muna bago. Owner muna bago tech, di ba? Yeah. Pero, going back though, parang, with these, podcasts that I want to have, yung parang gusto ko makuha yung inspirations from them. Like, I want to have yung style ng podcast nila with Misfits being a really natural podcast with how raw and how simple official podcast can be, and with Welcome to Night Vale being as unique, I'd want quality time at Qden to have its own identity pa rin. It's just that I want to get to a point where we've grown and we know what we already know naman ngayon what we want as content, but at the same time we can't tell ourselves that we're established podcasters now. We're really just starting out with this, and we still have a lot to learn with how we're doing stuff like this. And I'm really excited for what kind of content we could be putting out. Either it's dumb shit, or maybe some serious stuff like this, or anywhere in between. Like I'm always G for that. Flexible naman ako eh. You want to see me bend over?
Wait, is that a genuine question? It sounded genuine though. It sounded genuine. Dude. Really did.
That's that I call that a talent. I call that a talent.
Parang
it's a talent.
It's a talent. You're really interested to like show me.
It's a talent. It's a talent.
Oh
I can do that.
May all.
May all. Hey, remind me to give you the code dun sa League event later.
Oh, I only have my Smurf na lang. So, yeah, and I have like other accounts too.
Dami. Can you do me a favor? Fill everything for me. With your
everything. No, I only have like 3 other accounts, and on my Smurf, there's like 2 more invites that I need. Basta, man.
I'll give you one. You one.
Okay. Let's play later.
Okay. Tingnan natin. So, may napanood din akong or rather, I listened to one more podcast, and that's yung Voice of the Report of the Week. Siya yung same guy na laging nakasuit, and then
Do the intro.
meron siyang what?
Do his intro. Yung sa videos niya.
Ano natin? Ano natin? Hello everybody. This is ano yun? This is the ano yun?
Running on empty or something?
Okay, running on empty pala. Hello everybody. This is Running on Empty Food Review. Why hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. This is Report of the Week. So candy. Pero
It's
ano?
iconic too.
So this is like the review bro who is famous for having his food reviews on YouTube, and then he actually also has his own podcast, and it's called The Voice of the Report of the Week. And he's been doing solo podcasts on his own, and it's usually stuff na it goes around his mind. Whenever may mga times na when he does his food reviews, like he talks about his day and the weather, current events minsan, parang a more fleshed out version of that without the food, and you can't see him with his beautiful face on, his beautiful suit on. You're just listening to him, and parang he has this talent of waving a lot of his opinion around or his thoughts, and parang he's making his own idea review and criticizing himself for him making that own idea, and parang minamold niya yon into something that viewers can pick up on their own. And
He's basically
he
thinking
is
out
just-
loud.
He's
Mm.
thinking out loud, definitely. And parang kaya siya nagiging spotted is not only because he's a famous guy who has a famous genre, or because he has a famous meme, but he has a way with how he has been thinking out loud. And hindi siya natural podcaster na parang right off the bat he's already good. It does feel like he needed some time to grow into that, coming from a food reviewer, you know.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Man. Like, kasi, okay, we're just gonna keep doing talaga what we're doing, diba? I think we're on the right, I really think that we're on the right track. No. Like, we're doing these podcasts weekly. And as I mentioned, like, there are stuff that I didn't like. But, as mentioned in the podcast that we listened to, which is Start With This, there's this sort of like lottery ticket theory they have, wherein if you're gonna win the lottery, if you won the lottery, what was it? Was it because of the perfect ticket, or is it just or some other factor? Yung sinabi niya is that okay, it is the right the lottery is a numbers game, but because you just kept buying tickets, there doon mo yun yung mga naging chances mo para manalo. And to compare it to making our passions, like maybe this podcast, we're just attaining lottery tickets namin, like each episode. And maybe someday this one of those will be the one that will blow up, or one of those will be the perfect episode, diba? Kasi, I mean, not every episode will be good, right? Not every episode will be bad. But there'll be good ones. There'll be the worst ones. There might be a perfect one. Who knows? But man, how are we gonna play our numbers, right? Yan ang tanong ko.
Especially na we have our days where we feel like doing a really good job at this. There are some days then parang I just want to lie down, talk about stuff, and maybe not do it as serious as I usually do. And I know it doesn't really help then that there are people who come and go, and that's okay pa rin naman. Like, I know we just have to figure out how we could uh do better in all forms of that, rather than just uh giving this a higher reach. Pwede ring we could be missing a few things, or we're not doing as much, but uh we are still less than 10 episodes naman, so this podcast is relatively new. Hindi
Mhm.
Tsaka hindi naman valid yung sabihin nating last year pa tayo nagpa-podcast. This started like
2 months ago. 2 months
2
ago.
months lang to. No. I think last year pa ako
Last year pa kami nag-podcast eh. Ano na?
Tapos they'd be like, oh, kailan last year? November.
Gosh.
and, and parang I'd say na we have a lot of room to grow. Can you like I have a lot of time naman to wiggle into that. I want to wiggle some time into that, into molding this into something that I would say is the perfect creative product, you know?
Feeling ko akin is I can't visualize like I'm for sure there's a lot of room to grow, but I don't think about that. I'm thinking about like okay, I'm gonna have a lot of experiences pa no yet to come. I'm sure there's gonna be good opportunities for us. Di ba na-mention mo nga na sa akin, no? Yeah, for syempre, just between us na yung Now Open podcast where you're gonna try to ano yun, parang, was it a shoutout or something?
I actually forgot to send over the email.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck.
Talk about that.
They're gonna do things like that every Tuesday naman daw, so I'm gonna do that later.
What do they do? And actually, like yung para saan yan? How do they do that? How would they do that?
You just have to like send in an email about the thing that you are trying to grow, and then they're gonna be showing it on their podcast episode. Tapos parang they're gonna be listening to it for a few seconds. They're gonna flesh out kung ano yun, and parang yun yung parang shout out nila sa atin, and it's gonna help us get a better reach. Looking at their podcast, they actually have a decent amount of reach naman. If in any case na makita tayo ng Now Open right now, we are really huge fans of your podcast. We listen to it a few minutes or just an hour whenever we log onto it.
Yeah,
Sometimes I listen.
If they do listen to this or hear this, I only listen so far sa Spotify because it's Spotify. Pero mostly lahat nasa FB, no?
Yung latest episodes nila nasa FB. If they are going to be if they are going to be showing our content sa kanilang episode, then it could be one of those ways that we could help this grow. Possibly pwede ring we could actually grow more effort into getting more people into this podcast. Napansin ko lang kasi na when we have like certain guests, we have different people coming in to support that guest, and parang we could use that to our advantage.
Oh, yeah, actually. True.
Ang laki ng
And
reach natin nung si Mr. Pahinga yung pumunta.
so we just gotta prepare like a really fun topic, no?
Yeah.
Okay, really fun ones. Ano ba yung mga actually? Ano ba yung mga podcast ideas natin? We have we're gonna talk about okay, gusto ko yung susunod natin is Konyo stuff.
Oh my
An
God.
episode
Oh.
revolving around Konyos.
Hindi ko alam if this is a good idea.
May kakilala ka bang tagalasal? Gusto ko mag-invite. Wait. Actually, mayroong mga nagbe-vinyl. Kaso lang, online classes sila.
Wait. Let's go even higher. May kakilala ko. Ay, tanda mo yung papalit sana sa'yo.
Siya na lang.
Sa Ateneo siya nag-aaral.
Sige. Siya na lang natin invite. Siya invite natin.
Sige. Maybe next week. Actually, I'll message him right now.
Sige.
Ano pangalan niya? Nakalimutan ko. I think Paul.
Ay, ako hindi ko kilala.
Ay, oo nga. Ako nga pala yung
mo.
ako yung contact person niya. Peter pala, Peter.
Oops, sorry.
Dude. That's okay. Now, going back though, in my opinion, it is normal for people to actually get burnt out with content creation because well, not just content creation though, like the things that they do, talaga, even their passions, even passion burns you out. I've known a lot of testimonies or stories of people actually doing everything that they love, but they still get tired or they still get burned out after years of years, even months of them just doing it palang. And not because alam nila na they're gonna be doing so bad, they're gonna get so burnt out, or kahit malaman lang nila na they're not gonna keep up this sort of performance in the long run. Parang it's just they've been trying so hard to do good in the longest time na there's always that fear that they will fall off the bridge at one point, you know? They might lose that consistency. Kasi talaga yung yun yung best aspect, in my opinion, of a passion project. The consistency of you doing it. Ano yung kwenta ng content or ng art na hindi na sobrang dahan if you can't have the same quality over and over again, right? I'd rather have
Siyempre
like
strive for it, no? Siyempre strive for it. Pero huwag naman yung sa walang kwenta. May kwenta pa rin.
Oh.
No? Kasi yung gumagawa ka.
Paubos na yung milk tea ko. Paubos na yung milk tea ko.
Paalam.
I ordered a large hazelnut. Sabi ni Char, mag-cheesecake daw ako, pero she replied so late.
Wala na.
Late niyang,
Late na.
late niyang kinoment. Like,
Ganunin mo.
I mean, it is just 50 pesos in my, in my area. Punta ka dito.
Sige,
dito.
punta pa ako.
Oh. Sleep
Hindi
in
na
my bed.
50 pesos mga
Sabihan
gastos
mo
ko ata.
Pupunta ka dito for the milk tea, mas mahal pa yung bus. Papunta dito. Oo. Kahit pag-drive ka. Marunong ka ba mag-drive?
Hindi pa ako, hindi pa matagal nag-drive. So, syempre, di pa sanay. Di po, highways and like night driving, yan, di talaga ako sanay. Mataas sobrang taas ng anxieties ko sa highway. Like, parang, pwede bang mag-switch ng lane? kailan ba ako kakanan. Siyempre, high speed yun, no? Nakakatakot. Tapos yung pag night driving, ang hirap makita ibang kotse. Hindi ko, it's not as parang yung spatial ko. Parang alam ko ano nangyari. Spatial knowledge or whatever it's called. Oh yeah. Since we're talking about yung mga ibang ideas natin, ano ba nakalagay? There's a competitive gaming episode. I think it's just gonna be a gaming episode. We just need to find a good guest for that and revolve around what would be interesting though. Huh?
I have an
Siguro
idea.
experience then.
Kasi Qden had a tournament before and it had an issue that I believe na-resolve ba naman before, but it never had a proper closure. You know? We could be using the podcast as a platform for them to make amends, you know? If they're up for it, though. Kasi it's between two teams It's between two teams. Kaya hindi ko alam kung that's a good idea, but I do think it's an opportunity. A good opportunity for them to make up, or a good opportunity for us to learn from it. Diba?
Okay. The win for that will be I really don't know, man. I don't know yet. Kasi parang siya, I don't feel like it's just gonna be a really casual one, since you mentioned that. And feeling ko it's gonna be something that's productive. No, like things are gonna move forward. Where I don't know how to put fun in this one though. Kasi siya competitive gaming yung magiging main topic natin. No. So I don't think it's gonna be like a really stupid fun one. And may a certain objective. I'll keep that in mind. And then
we also have like we also have like an episode about introversion, extroversion, and ambiversion. And this is something it's not usually as talked about, in my opinion. Parang gusto ko i-bring in. Ako yung nag-pitch ng idea na to because I want to get into the ins and outs of these three types of social or parang social capacities ng tao. It's gonna be a very interesting topic since I believe I am an extrovert. If we bring in somebody who could actually give light into how they are with their social capacity, and a lot of people are gonna be relating to that.
I feel like this episode will be more on experiences na lang. Diba? People who have interesting experiences na lang. Yan kunin natin.
Ano pa ba? Meron pa tayo iba pa ditong ideas.
Who's Matt and JL?
Matt is a really good friend of mine who plays Valorant, and he is a really young person. And I don't want to get into the whole idea of it because it's gonna give away what that episode is, and I believe that episode is gonna be really special. I just wanted to like bring that guy in because he's a really interesting character as well.
Okay, so you tell me when that special day will come. Tapos a returning officer pahinga someday. We don't know when we're gonna talk about conspiracy theories. Tapos mga iba po pang na-send siya sa messenger.
Ang daming ang dami nating ilalagay dyan. Ang dami pa nating idadagdag. I even have a lot of ideas right now, actually in my head, but I can't organize them kasi my head, my thoughts, whenever I'm being creative, I have a thing where they all fly around in different places, and parang may dalawa akong kamay na maliliit Tapos I want to reach out for those ideas, and I don't know where to start. So I need to take some time
Dalawang
into
kamay na maliliit.
kami na maliliit, no? Naka-gloves. Naka-white glove. Parang Mickey Mouse.
Dude, as we are, like thinking about the future episodes, yung pinaplano ko rin is ma-update yung ano natin. Yung para din sa PubMats and whatever. I wanna have like an actual logo for a podcast and yung may sariling background na rin, a theme that coincides with the logo. Pero unahin ko muna yung logo. Wherein I don't expect it to be like a week or two thing na maghintay talaga ako na somebody will be available to work on it. Kasi I don't think we have the expenses, no? I'll wait for our staff so Kiden to, whoever's willing.
As we speak right now, kausap ko si Bruce, and then sinend niya sa akin yung code niya dun sa event ng league, and then ang reply ko sa kanya, you scratch my ass, I scratch yours.
Did you reply?
Yeah. Sabi niya, alright.
Alright. Do my request first.
Scratch me yung pet ko.
Wala akong sinabing kukunin ko yung code mo. Wala akong sinabing bibigay ko yung code ko. We just scratch each other's asses. You agreed.
Yeah, you said yes.
I'll blackmail you.
Screenshotted.
Posted. Wet borrow.
I have receipts. I have receipts now. Hey, wait. I just remembered something. Hindi lang Welcome to Night Vale yung pinakinig mo sa akin, di ba?
Yeah, I start with this.
Yeah. Can you tell me and the viewers a little bit about that?
I already talked about it. Like, but it's a podcast by those creators, and they talk about they delve into the creative process about stuff, where it caters to different artists, from illustrators, animators, musicians, writers, etc., etc. No, I mean, I could play, diba? As I mentioned, I could play the teaser for it, or the trailer for it. Shall we?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna be, I mean, why would they, right?
I think like a safe way to allow it is if we put down in the comments yung link nun.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just search
then
start with this. If I search it up in Google, start with this. There you
Okay,
go.
so what we're gonna do right now,
Sense.
for the viewers right now, what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be playing a portion, I believe, of that podcast. It's called Start With This, and this is one of the podcasts that Rix got me to listen. And can you expand a little bit about that?
Man, I think I already talked about it earlier.
Wait, that's two times. Yeah, you actually said about it 2 times. Well, you know what? Just play it.
Where is it? Where is it? There we go. I hope it would not echo because I want you to hear it too.
Oh, if it does.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Craner. My friend Joseph Fink and I created Welcome to Night Vale back in 2012. We've been writing partners for a pretty long time. And normally, Joseph and I are the ones turning our ideas into narrative podcasts.
Oh, I can
but
just
we
feel it.
decided that for our new podcast called Start With This, it's you who will do the creating.
I had always edited my own work in a very specific way, which was basically looking for everything that was wrong. In my head, if it was good, cool, you don't have to think about it. You just look for the things that aren't working and you fix them. And the first time we sat down, we had given each other writing assignments, and I had read through yours, and I immediately went into that mode of like, here's some things that I think we could fix. And you kind of stopped me and were like, hold on, a way more effective way of looking at this. And this has changed how I edit my own work, because I think it is a much better way of looking at work, and it's certainly a better way of collaborating, is instead of looking for, here's the things I think aren't working, is what in here is really good and excites you, and how can we build on that?
On each episode of Start With This, we'll discuss a topic, say like on the value of collaboration.
I think some of it is self-confidence. Is the idea of needing somebody to kind of tell you what's good and bad. You know, if you're cooking, it's nice if you can have somebody there to taste it and make sure it tastes fine, because you get caught up in your own process and you feel like I have one of two gears when I write things, which is, holy cow, this is amazing. I'm the best writer that ever lived. And the other is like, I'm garbage. Like, I'm an absolute garbage writer and I don't know what I'm doing. And so it's nice having somebody else to temper that.
Or writing visual descriptions for a non-visual medium.
When you make a show without visual elements, you really have to think about the things that spark visions in your imagination. If you say someone has green cowboy boots, I mean, I see green cowboy boots, but in a way less vivid than if you kind of write around the visuals and give me more a sense of the atmosphere. What is this person like? What is this bar they're in like? What is this diner they're in like? The two places you can set a story, the bar or the diner.
Right.
And then after that, we'll give you two assignments, something to consume and something to create. You can share your work on our membership forum to see what other people are up to. You might even find a creative partner in the process. We want you to start creating one assignment at a time, because the best way to start writing is to start writing. Not sure where to begin? Start with this. So go subscribe now to our brand new podcast, Start With This, on startwiththispodcast.com.
Yeah, yada. You're not gonna.
You're not gonna be fully. You're not gonna be fully listening to. Start With This. We're just gonna be. We just showed like a portion of that.
Yeah, it's just the trailer for it.
Yeah, you got a gist of what it offers, and Rex got me to listen to this around when I just finished listening to Welcome to Night Vale, and before that, I just finished shotcasting for the tournaments, and it gave me an
Really
idea.
Productive day.
Sobra, too productive. At least I'm productive, not reproductive, right?
Oh my gosh, you did this joke last night. I don't like it. Like, why is that the other choice? Why?
I don't know. Pero okay. So this gave me an opportunity to reevaluate how I approach things. And ngayon, it did give me the insight that I need to try and give myself like a different approach for the content that I've been trying to put out. Whether it was like podcasting, shotcasting, either hosting events or just plainly showing the internet that I'm a dumb human being, you know. I just have to do it creatively, or I just have to stop. I just have to
creative.
Creatively dumb, right? How do you be creatively dumb if you keep doing the same thing over and over again? I need to like flesh out some new ideas. I need to be consistent with what works pa rin and what doesn't work anymore. I have to throw that out. I have to accept that what I'm used to isn't always like the best idea, you know?
Yeah. No, kasi ako parang I think of like good ideas, but I think like sa akin is yung bad execution most of the time. Ewan ko, pre. Ewan ko, I'm gonna be thinking anxiously if I dive more into that.
Hey,
Yeah.
have you drank your na drink mo na ba yung water mo today?
What do you mean?
You know, baka you haven't
I
drink
have
water
root beer with me.
Oh,
Yeah, today I
uminom ka na
drank
today?
water. I drank water. Don't worry.
Ah,
I think.
that's good.
Nah, just kidding. It's good root beer. Thanks for reminding me. Alright, guys, drink water. Just make sure you do. Don't make it so that your piss is always yellow. Make sure it's clear and oh gosh, wait, where's oh for fuck's sake. Wait, umalis wala si Dan Feminist sa sa voice chat. Oh my god. Wait. Nag-crash Discord niya. Hindi ka narinig. Alright, you back?
Hello. Yeah,
There we
I'm
go.
back. My Discord has this new error wherein it just randomly crashes, and it started out kahapon or when I was shotcasting the tournament 6 hours straight, and bigla na lang siya nagka-crash. I don't know why, but anyway, what were we getting into again?
I think it was water. Just reminding our listeners to drink water. Then I told them to make sure that their piss is not always yellow.
What? Oh, okay.
They gotta
that's
aim for the
weird.
clear, transparent piss. No, that's health for you, bro. That's health.
That is weirdly specific. Yes.
Yes. Because liquid and delta fluids you drink will reflect upon what you release, excrete.
That this episode of TMI is brought to you by Quality Time at the Qden. I hope
What do you
are having
mean?
one. I
What do
hope
you
you are
mean? That's
having a
actual
wonderful
thing.
time. I know, but hindi naman but
My
ano,
information.
but if you guys are interested in listening to us ramble about other random topics every week, we are live every Sunday, and it's usually 5 p.m. But we rescheduled it into this time because of the electricity in my area. So it is usually 5 p.m. And we usually ramble around 2 hours. It's usually a weird topic or a wholesome topic every week. Right now, we're talking about this podcast and our creative processes in general. And so far, we are 9 weeks in with this podcast. Actually, 10 weeks.
10,
Kasi we also
yeah.
had the pilot. We also had the
Yeah.
pilot. Damn. Oh, ano? 10 episodes na tayo.
Scream.
Screech. Screech.
Dude, oh yeah, cause like I put a question, but we don't have much viewers live right now. Like, when you think of like this podcast, Quality Time with Kid, what vibes do you get? It's kind of like a survey question, cause I'm thinking of what to commission for, Quality Time with the Kid, parang sarili nating background and whatever. Ayan, and just a thought.
What about kasi it's like we're both it could be either two ways. We're both at ang naiisip ko kasi when we're talking right now is like it's like it's like we're in the same table. We're in the same dining table where you're eating snacks or food, just talking things out. We're having 2 hours of hanging out, spending time together. Then merong and then we're like in this house. I don't know. It could be like a split house wherein both our different personalities show in the objects of each half of the houses. Like yung akin, I could have like a lot of chaotic shit going down, and Sayo, you have like a lot of chill.
I have a hole in the
you have a lot
the
of
wall.
chill. A hole in the
know
what
why I
do
said
you
that,
do?
but-
Why do
What
you
do
have
I-
a hole in the wall?
Why do I were you gonna ask me what do I do with the hole?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Of course, you know. Okay, to answer your first question, what do I do with the hole? I fix it. I fix it.
Okay.
I don't do anything
Sabi mo
else.
Okay. I see you.
Why do I
It's
have
you.
a hole? I don't know. Maybe I punched, sinapak ang pader, no? Yung mga ganong moments.
Oh, dude. You okay? If you're,
No,
You're-
the meme.
Hindi,
Yung,
parang may,
shit. Ha?
baka may pinagdadaanan ka eh.
Pare, yung dinadaanan ko lang ay yung road.
I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed. So
Pare,
disappointed.
we're live every Sunday. Now it's night, no longer dusk.
We always are in dusk, no? Maybe not really dusk. We're always around like 5 to 7, and right now naninibago ako sa oras kasi it's literally nighttime na. Dude, it's ano. What do you think of starting around this hour ba?
It's convenient. Kaso lang yung tinakatakutan ko is yung may deadline ako pag Sunday. But I think it's fine. Piling ko magiging pampagana ng deadline na gawin ko ito maayos, tapusin ko na kagad. Yung ganong vibe. Pero kasi pag ganitong like, is anybody awake? I think yun naging basihan ko kung bakit ba't ginawa kong 5 to 7 or 5 yung simula. Kasi una, yung schedule ko sa school where I have NSTP classes up until 4:30. So, might as well do it at the hour by 5. And you usually do it for 2 hours long or up until 2 hours long, which is 7. Kasi kung magiging night yung podcast natin, no, it's before a Sunday, so people are gonna be entering their Monday, no. I guess it'll be great then na like gabi talaga tayo gumagawa para pagka dating ng Monday, hey, they get to the, oh my gosh, that scared me. Hey, may papakinggan sila by pagkagising nila ng Monday, diba? That's a good thought. Actually, why not? It's our secondary time.
Backup time. If ever na hindi pa din 5. What is your Sorry na. Oh wait, look at this. So a viewer actually commented. To answer the question, definitely chill vibes. I listen to your podcast, especially when I'm doing my plates. So it makes me feel like you guys are distracting me from the feeling of exhaustion. So thanks for that. Thank you then. Thank you then, Shannon Marie Silva. It looks like she has been listening to our podcast as of late. And what do you have to say for yourself, Rick?
For myself,
Yeah.
I'm thankful that yun na talaga na-deliver naman yung vibes na yun, no? I'm really glad. Siguro, I think, but okay, I'm glad I asked that question, no? Yung hearing that kind of feedback na parang general thinking of how our listeners are, listening. Especially on the context that you gave, no? You're doing your plates. I'm glad that we make you relaxed. No, parang hindi katulad ng intro kanina yung pinakasimula. Hindi yung huling word ay relax.
Very very chaotic. Very chaotic yung nangyari. Yeah. Diba? And Discord has grown into a place to just hang out and be a platform where you can do stuff like this. Like people have been using Discord for different things like podcasts, open mics, events, voice chats for video games, or minsan may mga nag-SOP din gamit ng voice chat, you know?
Yeah. Ano, gaming streams, fucking tournaments, ano pa. Yun, natutuwa dito sa Qden. Yung, speaking of voice chats, diba? Is yung itong cafe category where you can create your own VC. It's really, really good. Diba? Hindi yung may iba't ibang VC ka. So, yung server mo, ubod ang VC. Like, come on. Nakakatuwa to.
Nakakatuwa ka.
Pare,
Pare.
mas nakakatuwa ka.
Pare.
You made me think, ah.
Pare.
Like, ako na ba?
Bro. Bro. Bro.
Man, I think we ran out of stuff to talk about now. Wait, is there anything
Pero,
else though?
Well, we have to make the intro now. We have to record it soon. Kasi ano it could be a good way to bring in the 10th episode natin. Like add something new, right?
Yeah.
Possibly the new intro is gonna come out and people aren't gonna be expecting it. But it's a nice touch to add into like the podcast, diba? It's a nice touch. Parang yung sa'yo lang.
Dude, stop. You're making me horny. That's a joke. That's a quick disclaimer. That's a joke. I just like to say it because it's funny.
Sumbong ka sa jowa mo.
Sumbong kita kayo ni. Wait, what was I gonna share? Oh yeah. Since we're nearing the end, no? Like we're hitting a dead end, not like we still have like I don't know, like 18 more minutes to fill if we're gonna like do the 2 hour mark. But I think we're satisfied for tonight or for today's episode. So yeah, I'm gonna play.
Satisfied ka ba? Ikaw ba satisfied?
Alright. I already said we are, no? Tiyama na kita. So tatanungin ko,
Okay.
are you?
Lagi.
Kasi I know I am. Yeah, di ba napapansin mo that sa ano natin, sa post na try to be victorious?
Yeah, lagi nandun.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
You don't know?
No?
Oops, sorry
No.
for that sound.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna play something. Yeah, I'm gonna record. Right
Okay.
now. Mute this. Okay, prepare this. Up the volume. So I talked to the owner of Kiden. It's Jaina, and I asked him about this. So, like because I never asked about this, or like I just know that it's a thing or it's a hashtag. Like what's the thing behind the hashtag strive to be victorious?
Okay.
Mm.
Behind the hashtag strive to be victorious is galing siya dun sa tournament namin from Valorant tournament. And we want the tournament, I mean, we want the players or the participants to feel na we want that. We want this. We want this win to win. And ginawa na namin siyang logo. Ay, ginawa na namin siyang parang slogan. So basically, ang meaning behind the strive to be victorious is that even us, we want to be victorious. We want to be that company to be with the top entertainments, for example, top tier, tier 1, Team Payaman and all. So basically we want that money. And not money though. We want that gold or bacon to be home in us. Parang nasa amin
The
lang.
success.
Parang
Yes.
success. We want the success. And we want even those small steps, kahit small steps, hardworking, everything, even though may mga stuffs akong students and all, even though I am a student myself, I want to be victorious in life as well. And that's why we have this hashtag strive to be victorious. Victorious in life, victorious in career, victorious in everything. No never give up. Yun lang.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you. I was being
Alright.
just curious about it. I just didn't want to like. I don't want to ask like. Actually, I'm gonna ask that if I'm gonna by the time in this podcast, but like it's pre-recorded, so say hi.
Hello! Wait lang.
Ah.
Since maraming manonood din sa atin na parang nag-hololive fan sila,
Victorious in
gagawin ko lang yung boses ni Usa
Mm.
da Pekara if you're still recording.
Sige, go lang.
Kampi ka. Life is young, say no. Usa da Pekara this. Dawato, amato.
Alright, thank you.
Alright,
Okay.
thanks, Jai.
Okay, thank you.
Ayun. Ayan. That was it. So, yan pala yung yung behind the trying to be victorious thing. No. I never knew about that. I was like, why were you using that hashtag? So, yan. Now, we know.
Parang it started. It's like they started it out as like a tagline for this tournament that they had, and parang
Inapply na rin.
you know what? This should be the identity of Qden. You know,
Yeah.
and I've been here for solid solid months now, but they have been doing a really good job into heading towards that vision. I've been seeing that yung mga staff ng Qden, they've been working so hard every day to make this one of the fastest growing servers in the Philippines. And at the same time, we've been meeting a lot of good people that parang yung Qden yung nagbigay ng platform na if it weren't for these people that we've met right now, we would be doing something different. And I feel like I wouldn't want
And I
I wouldn't want to do
met
anything
you.
different. Like, paano kita makikilala, di ba? How would I met
Yeah.
you, bro?
Bro.
How would I met you? Bro. Iyak na ba?
Bro.
Iyak na ba? Bro.
Hindi pa. Kaya pa.
Update nga pala. Update.
Yeah.
Update nga pala kay Update kay Peter. Peter
Pita.
has just si Peter na dapat kapalit mo. May update ako sa kanya.
Sabi naman kapalit.
Hindi naman
Napalitan
kapalit
mo.
dapat. Parang di kita papalitan. It's just that I mean
Stand
like
in. Ano ba? You don't know your
siya yung
terms, eh.
magsa-stand in dapat sa'yo. Sorry na.
Fair feel ah.
So he just messaged and are you sabi niya, what's up? Are you G for next week as a guest? Kasi Konya episode, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This guy could be a perfect fit. I don't know actually. I've only hung out with him for like an hour.
Fit.
Okay.
Guys, join our server. It's right there in the description.
Perfect fit. Ay, Jido siya, guest next week.
Alright, guys, look forward to it if you're listening. Why am I asking if you're listening? You wouldn't hear this if you're not listening. Am I right? Anyways,
That's
I
true.
feel like we should end this now. No?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So guys, just if you're not in our server, I don't know how you're not in our server. Just go right there. There's the link. If I'm gonna read you out loud on like what the last, I guess you could call the code. It is capital A, small Y, small F, a big N, Big V, a big F, and a small T. I don't know why I'm laughing. Oh yeah, so our Instagram is no longer the at underscore QNPH. It's at QNPH. So it's gonna be like the same as our Facebook. It's QNPH. And our Twitter is underscore the Qden. And then there's also our YouTube. It is Qden official. Just search that. Just type Qden official. I'm sure it'll like it'll show up. Actually, let me search it. Qden official. I've never seen it. Oh, it is. It is. Dude, the last video was like 4 months ago.
Man, we should
Man,
we should put content on that.
actually, not a bad idea.
Right? Maybe I don't know. Stream the
Okay,
podcast.
I have an assignment for you. I'll give it. Is it okay if I give it to you? Okay, here's an assignment. You
What is my
download the itong mga streams natin and i-upload mo sa YouTube.
Pwede.
Mm-hmm.
Pero, paano ko ito-download?
Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you later.
Sige na. Alright. Cool. I don't mind.
All right. So I forgot how to do the outro. How do we?
Well, it's well, I could do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Okay. So that is gonna be it for us here at Quality Time at the Qden. This has been a wonderful time, and I hope everybody, the viewers at home, well, everybody is at home, and of course, we have been enjoying each other's company because this is Quality Time at the Qden, and this is gonna be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening, and this has been Dad Femina and my wonderful co-host.
Ricks. Haha. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for stopping by, and we'll see you next week, 5 p.m. Sunday, and we'll be here. We'll just be waiting for you. We love you, and have a wonderful night.
Bye, Sue, and I'm sorry that kind of lag and made that Femina sound bad. That's my end.
No, no.
Don't worry, we
No,
we
no, no,
heard you, but you know it kind of like glitched out in ganun noise. All right, bye bye.
Bye bye. Cock.